Hey everyone, today's video is all about you could buy a house here in Colorado for as little as $1,000. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, I'm John Mosier.
And I'm Caity Gordon.
Realtors here in the beautiful state of Colorado. And today we have a special guest with us. But before we get started, we want to ask you to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell to be reminded of any future videos coming up. So today we have with us Bryce Waite with Source Mortgage Group.
Yes, sir.
Bryce, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I run Source Mortgage Group here in Colorado. I'm licensed in 50 states, and I do loans and love doing loans.
Fantastic. So one of the things that we wanted to ask, so we just figured out that Bryce has a program here in Colorado. It is attached to the CHFA, and I'll ask Bryce to tell us a little bit about that. But did you know you could buy a house with not 10% down, not 5% down, but $1,000 down? Is that correct, Bryce?
That is very correct.
Tell us a little bit about what this CHFA program is.
Yeah, so CHFA is not just for first-time home buyers. It's meant for people who also have bought in the past. It has many different programs, but you can be as little as $1,000 out of pocket, right? That's cheaper than going and renting. So it's a no-brainer. Like, right. It's definitely a no-brainer. The requirements on that is a 620 credit, income, and roughly $1,000 in the bank to qualify.
That's all that you need.
That's it.
So tell me a little bit more about the qualification. So you have to have a 620.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have to have, how long do you have to have a job?
So pretty much you need a 2-year work history. Anything that's W-2 or salary, pretty much right away, as long as you have a history of work and consistency.
Okay.
Right.
So is this for anybody? Can I buy an investment property with this $1,000 down?
You cannot. This will be a primary residence only. The perfect situation for this, to put it for example here, is if you're a renter and you're currently renting and they just raised your rent, right? It just came out and rent's going up. And you're like, wow, well, I want to look at buying. And you don't have much money in the savings account. You only have $3,000, $4,000 saved up because it's very tough out there. Things are very expensive. This program is meant for you. It's meant to help you and your family become a homeowner for as little as possible. And the payment is still right in the reason if you were doing 5% down. It's right there. It's very close.
All right, Bryce, so I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example of a success story with CHFA?
Of course. So not too long ago, I had a couple call me that was renting, and it comes from that they raised the rent, $350 a month. And they talked to me, they thought they had to have $30,000 down. Okay, so they've been renting for about 3 years now. Rent's going up, they were worried, and where their rent was, for about $400 more a month, they could get into a home. And when I told them $1,000 down, they thought they had to save up $30,000. They were having a hard time saving because,
right,
the cost of rent and everything going up. Well, they had $6,000 in the bank.
Okay.
So we talked to them, got them pre-qualified within a week, had them out shopping. Now they had to cancel their lease agreement, which was 60 days, but you skip a mortgage payment when you close. So you get a full free month, which really helps for renters that are turning in their 60-day, cancellation on their lease. After that went through, got them the home. Their payment was about $400 more a month, and then for $1,000 out of pocket. Can't beat it.
That's amazing.
Can't beat it.
That's a great story. So I know that CHFA is a Colorado program.
Correct.
So our viewers are nationwide. Are there programs elsewhere?
Yes, so they're called DPA and bond programs. They're state specific,
Right.
And there's also nationwide programs as well. Now, not everyone is as good as $1,000 down, but a lot of them get down to $2,000, $3,000 down. Colorado's is one of the best in the nation, probably second best DPA program in the nation.
Fantastic. So if one of our viewers say they live in Ohio or Texas or one of these other states that's not Colorado, you would have a program that you could help them out with?
100%.
And you are licensed in all 50 states, is that correct?
All 50 states we do loans.
So my suggestion would be if you are anywhere, if you're thinking about buying a house, reach out to myself. I'll put you in contact with Bryce. He can get you pre-approved and I could vet for a realtor for you and get you a referral for a realtor in your local area. So one last question for you, Bryce, and then I'll let you go. What is the pre-approval process and how difficult is it to get pre-approved for a loan right now?
Well, if you're good and organized with documentation, it's pretty simple. If you're not, it takes a couple days. It's pretty much just your pay stubs, most recent pay stubs, documentation of your credit and your job. And it's really just a couple simple docs of your taxes to show that you've had history of work. Once that's in, within 24 hours, we normally get a pre-qual letter out. You're off to the races. Could be in a house within 20 to 30 days. Closing, moved in.
So final question number B is if they're not exactly where they need to be, like they don't have their credit score where they need to be,
Nope.
you could help them out where they could still buy a house maybe in 30, 60, 90 days, correct?
We are 100% solution-based. We will not leave you hanging. When we say no with a solution. It's mandatory.
You're a good man.
That's amazing.
Cool. Love it.
So if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up or the bell for future upcoming videos.
I'm John Mosier,
And I'm Caity Gordon.
your source for real estate in Colorado.